Alright, excuse me and my little cold that I've got going on. So what I'm working on right now is dish scrubbies. And I thought I'd pop in for just a few minutes and chitter chat. I think I'm wanting to do a little weekly segment once a week called Coffee, Crumb, and Crochet. I'm a big true crime buff, all about that. Most of the time I'll be spent crocheting, and then there may be times where I pop in, do a quick reel, and just show you what I've made and be done with it, or a real short. I don't know, just like quick, fast little videos off and on. I have been buying a lot of patterns off Etsy. I've got a pattern book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. And sorry, that's kind of work. 2 more. Anyways, so I want to do something because like I said, I'm a true crime buff. So I'd like to do like one extended video a week. I'm not sure where I would start as far as picking what true crime case I want to talk about first, because I have a lot that I like, that I have followed, that has completely, true crime has always completely intrigued me, guys. So that's kind of where I'm at now, but let me try to move my camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. Again, I don't do fancy edits. Never have, never will. You might see some pictures up at the top. Most likely you're not ever going to have any sound, or not sound, but background music. I'm just not into that, I guess, per se, fancy high-tech stuff. I will do my own personal reviews. They are not paid promotions. These are just my opinion on different things. So like right now, you see me working with, I can't remember. I had to pull out one of mine and show you because I don't have the red with me right now. Basically, this is scrubby yarn that you buy at Hobby Lobby. I am pretty well stuck to Hobby Lobby and Hobby, which both of those I get very, very good quality yarn from them. My personal opinion is I don't care for Red Heart yarn. I never have. To me, personally, Red Heart yarn is kind of stiff and kind of rough. So that's just, again, my opinion. So I'm sure Red Heart has the same colors that I pick up from Hobby Lobby. And another plus for using Hobby Lobby yarn is every other week their yarn is 30% off. A couple of times a year they do a huge clearance on the yarn. So I have bought $5 cake yarns for less than $1. That don't happen all the time. Just depends, but I usually come out with a pretty good haul at that point. I've actually overdone it, so I'm filled up with yarn. So now I'm just trying to get stuff cleared up out of my stash. I actually went and bought a couple of more of these, 3 more actually today of these, just to have color options for people who wants certain colors. I do videos on Twitch. I've had a Twitch account for probably over a year now, but I'm just now getting into doing my Twitch stuff. Back to doing those videos. That way I can just sit there and crochet. I can talk a little bit. But I want to do crime, coffee, and crochet. So I'm trying to figure out what's my first subject's going to be. Undecided. I'll try to keep this as flat as I can for the first couple of rounds. So sorry about that, y'all. I don't know why, because it's going to the end result is going to be curled up anyways, but that's okay too. So again, just trying to figure out where I'm going to take my first subject. Some of the stuff I'll talk about is a documentary that I've watched on Netflix, or a documentary that I've watched in general, period, somewhere. Sometimes I will talk about stuff after I've watched it that, irregardless, it still boils down to true crime. So I don't even know why I'm trying to talk around in circles on that. I've watched a lot of documentaries lately, so I've got a lot spinning off the top of my head. So I'm not sure where I want to start with those. My goal is to do at least one short video a day or a couple of weeks, something like that. I finally have my dream work schedule, so I'm stoked about that. That happened today, so there's that. And then probably hear my little doggy and his little feet coming through, so there's that. After I finish this round, I have to get me a drink of coffee. Probably not going to make this video very long, just kind of wanted to hop in, see what everybody's up to. Hope you're having a good week so far. It is hump day, so that's exciting. Not much going on in my land of the world over here. So I just set up a postmark. Let's talk about that. Kind of excited. So you can crochet, you can post your handmade crafts on there as well, which I did not know. Not so sure that I'll get much sales on there, but we'll see. And I still have my Etsy shop. These guys I was working on the other day and talking about them. I haven't gotten them listed yet on Etsy, mainly because I want to get a good, decent amount of these guys made up. But for reference, I just signed up for the postmark, and my first purchase is free shipping. So I'm sure that would be for everybody. Not 100% sure, but we'll see. So it makes it easier for me just to make and sell what I've got. My sister-in-law has asked me to crochet some baby dolls for her 5 granddaughters, in which case I will, of course. Got to get started on those in the next couple of days, but I wanted to get these. I can work up pretty quickly, about 10 minutes on one. Yesterday I probably made a good 15-20 of these. Like I said, I'm just trying to use up some of this. I hate bouncing from project to project, but my plan was already to start finishing these guys out and finishing up this that I have. I didn't plan to go buy more, but I went and bought from a couple colors that I don't have. As you can tell, this one's red. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to get as much of these done today as I can. Again, this video is kind of short. I want to try to start working on videos to possibly work on them on like Saturday, and then do the editing through the week for the editing that I'm going to do. Snoopy. Yes, you see a spoon, and that is because I drank my coffee with cream and sugar. That's just me. Gotta have it kind of sweet. Not too sweet, but still get the good coffee taste out of it. Love it. So, there was my quick coffee swallow. I have this red. I'm not sure. Out of a full thing, I get about 4. So with that being said, I'm hoping that this will get me 4, because I like to have 4 of each color. and just see what we can do to try to start getting some stuff sold. I don't sell my crochet high. Mainly I do it for fun, so my price is kind of, if I spend $5 on, and I use that, then I try to make $10 back. I try to make double back so I can always be prepared to buy more yarn or whatever it is that I might need. So I have the idea for some crochet Christmas decorations. I'm going to go digging for something in my little baggie. I hope I can find it. It is this little guy with my scissors in it. But yeah, y'all, I like the posting on Postmark because I don't have to go through a lot of details. Postmark is flat rate shipping. So like I listed my first item today. I listed it for $20 and it would be this little guy right here. He is available on Postmark. He's like perfectly imperfect because I kind of didn't stuff him as good as I probably should have, but that's okay. But he will also be listed on my Etsy shop. Oh, I asked for this little guy was like on Postmark 25, and that's probably what I will put him for on my Etsy shop is 25. And that would be just about double the cost of my yarn. I don't count in the safety eyes, and I don't count in the stuffing. I know there are some who do that, but I do not do that. That's just a me personal preference. I know some that's got it down to the penny on price and stuff. It's not that serious to me. I buy 5-pound boxes of stuffing. It goes a long ways when I stuff properly. Even stuffing stuffing the things correctly, I still get it where it's supposed to be. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys are interested in talking about when it comes to true crime. I have my own opinions about a lot of the crime shows that I've watched. It's kind of strange, but I'm pretty opinionated on certain things. Trying to figure out, because the one documentary, I've watched it multiple times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. I did that the last time. It's a case. It's got 2 seasons to it. I feel like the justice system, in more ways than one, has failed this man. So that's about the size of it there. I heard my little dog moving around, so I was trying to see what he was into. He's just walking around. But, so there's that. But, yeah. So I guess I'm going to end this video here. And I will start working on I want to do like good weekly videos, maybe one day a week or something. I don't know what day I'll put them out. But of course, keep your eyes open because I'll be doing shorts as well. But other than that, I'm going to head on out of here and crochet some of these little guys up and get them listed in both my Etsy and my Postmark. Until then, or until next time, shall I say, have a great day, guys.